So let's talk about down payment assistance. So a lot of people have been asking, what can I do to qualify for down payment assistance? And there's a lot of rules. So first, credit. Most of the down payment assistance programs are going to want you to have at least a 620 credit score. And so you want to be able to keep track of your score for yourself. And that may be getting a Credit Karma account, or if you have a credit card, they have Credit Wise access. But that is not going to give you your FICO score, which is what I'm going to go by as a loan officer. So it's a good idea to go ahead and give somebody a call, like myself, who can look at your FICO score and let you know where you are before you're ready to purchase. And so after you know what your credit score is and you reach the minimal qualification, um, the income limits are calculated on a website for Freddie. And it's the Freddie income limit site. And so you would put in your zip code, and with your zip code, they're going to supply you with what the area median income is, what 80% of that is, and what 50% of that is. For most of the down payment assistance programs, you have to make 80% or less of the area median income. So that means if the area median income is 100,000, you need to make less than 80,000, just to keep it simple. We currently have a program that would allow you to go over that, which is great because some people do make over 80% of the annual median income, and they need that to qualify for the house. Houses are expensive, so they need to be making a good amount of money to get into that.
Good.
Okay, so once you have your credit score and you know that you meet the income guidelines, the rest is just a matter of deciding or figuring out exactly how much you can afford to buy and what your debt to income will look like. And for that, you need to talk to a professional. If you have monthly payments, we're looking at your student loans, furniture payments, car payments, anything that is an actual debt. And we need to calculate that into your monthly income to determine what you can afford to spend monthly. And so typically, you don't want to exceed 45 to 50% of your income, including your mortgage that's going to be coming and your monthly debt that you already have. And that is a calculation that varies. And so you should call a professional to find out what you can afford. The next thing you need to consider is which down payment assistance program do you want? So we have one that is through the federal government that will give you between 3,000 and 3% and 15,000 towards your down payment assistance, which is a good amount of money. We have another one that will also give you 3% or 15,000 that does not have any income guidelines, but it does come with a higher interest rate. And so I have to ask people all the time, what's most important to you? Is it a low interest rate, or do you want free money up front? Or not necessarily free because you have to pay it back, but tell me your priority. What's the highest priority to you? Because you're going to have a trade-off. And then this most recent one that we just found out about is a grant. So you can get up to 3%. It can be either FHA or conventional. It has the higher income guidelines up to 180% of the area median income, but the interest rate will go up a full percent for every percent that you borrow. That's kind of how it adds up. So if you want to borrow, we'll grant. If you want a grant of 2%, you may end up with a 2% higher interest rate. Now, these are not hard and fast. You have to speak to someone. You have to run the numbers to know exactly what it is. But what is the priority for you? Do you want the lower interest rate, or do you want the money up front?